Amazing because it's just started first go.
It's just arrived.
It's just arrived from Japan. See, but when a mystery car arrives, you've got to start at the start. It's got some pretty bizarre wiring in there.
Right.
And so you're always a bit toey about starting things up straight away in case you set fire to the whole place.
Move it on. Paul's got a very rare one, a front-wheel drive model as well.
A front-wheel drive?
A 1928 front-wheel drive Elvis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the first production front-wheel drive car in the world.
Well, welcome to a new Dave's Workshop Tours video. This time I'm back at Rolls and Bentley specialists, the Derby Works, and if that revelation about the Alvis makes you question all you've ever known about cars, stick around for some more interesting facts to come.
Hello, Greg. What have we got here? Do you want to...
We don't know how many years since the car's has been run. It's coming from Japan. Al's been recommissioning it. It's pretty interesting. As you can see, it's a massive 7.5 litre V12 engine. And those odd noises we think are coming from the clutch.
Right.
It's not charging.
It's not charging, right?
No, but it's amazing. It's amazing because it's just started first go.
Oh, right, so it's just arrived.
It's just arrived from Japan. It didn't go. We didn't know what we were going to find. We found, I mean, there's been a lot of issues getting the car or the thing reconditioned and running.
So how long have you had it?
Oh, how long has it been here for now, Al? About 3 or 4 months?
Oh, really?
It's taken a fair bit of time, yes. See, but when a mystery car arrives, you've got to start at the start. So it's stuff like stale fuel,
You really think it's been sitting for
wiring. I mean, there's got some pretty bizarre wiring in there.
Right.
And so you're always a bit toey about starting things up straight away in case you set fire to the whole place. So we've fitted cutouts and stuff like that just to minimise any of that sort of risk. But it's a hell of a car.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's coming from Japan.
Coming from Japan, it was. I don't know how long it's been there, but it's.
You can see a Japanese emperor riding around in this, can you?
Well, but it's pretty intact.
Yeah.
But it's missing all sorts of weird things. It's missing bonnet handles. The trouble is, when you buy a car and you bring it in, if you haven't inspected it, you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And you hope that what you saw on the photograph arrives, and it may well be. But the photographs don't show all the details. So things like missing bonnet handles. What else?
It's a generator making that noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why it's not charging.
Yeah,
right.
So all those weird noises you're hearing are coming from an uncooperative generator.
Right, right.
And as you can see, Al hasn't got much room behind the steering wheel there either.
No,
because it's made for a chauffeur.
Yeah.
He must have been a pretty small chauffeur.
But it's got.
Now that's called a sedanka. So in other words, it's not a sunroof. The entire mechanism rises, and that whole section from there to there slides back in underneath, leaving the chauffeur completely open.
Yeah.
And that was a popular body style for formal bodied cars back in the 1930s.
It's funny, isn't it, how that sort of, they were given the benefit of the open air.
I know, but they had all the, but the passengers in the rear, especially in the UK, had all the thrill but none of the danger.
Yeah.
Because you see, it's such a complex mechanism. If it starts to rain, by the time you've got all the front section of the roof refitted, you're soaking wet.
And that mechanism, sorry, is that how does that go?
Well, I'll show you here. You see that fitting there in the centre?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that admits a handle.
Right. Okay.
And with the handle, you crank, that whole section cranks up, and that whole section there then slides in,
Yeah.
and then you lower the roof.
Right. Right. So it's
All
not
in the name of fashion.
Yes. So not quite as quick as an SLK or something
No.
like that, was it?
Indeed, it's not.
No.
But it's always fun. Oh, especially when you start something for the first time, and it's actually not bad.
Yeah. So, and when was it first turned over? When did you first have it?
Right now.
Oh, right.
You've arrived just after Al started.
Oh, right. Okay. So there's been. Wow. Okay. And there's the gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Wow.
And a reverse.
And a. Yeah. Let me just get it. See when. Hey. Wow. Okay. So can you just put your other leg in? I just want to see how that sort of. How does that? Wow. Look at you. How tight you
with
are.
difficulty.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh, crikey.
Yeah, it's all up there, but actually I've got really short legs, so
How tall are you? How tall are you?
5'8", but
Oh.
I've got short legs.
Right,
on the
okay,
side,
yeah.
I can fit in most cars.
Uh-huh.
You see, that other noise has gone away, Greg. I've got the foot in the clutch.
Wow,
And the oil pressure sitting on 32.
But that's not bad.
Well, that's an idle.
So that's if you like, it's half a Merlin.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
You can see in the back here there's been plenty of activity from the moths, from the Japanese moths. And it's got all sorts of nice little touches as you'd expect to find in a limousine with the blinds and the
I'll just get past you there.
and
Have
the,
a
Dutch,
quick look
the
at
Dutcher straps and what have you.
that.
The Phantom III has made countless appearances on film, most notably as Goldfinger's favoured mode of transport and also Sophia Loren's in the 1960 romantic comedy The Millionairess.
Big old battery in there.
Yep.
Oh. I should have turned up 5 minutes earlier then. You got that first tick over, eh?
Oh, there's all sorts of things to do to it, but you can hear the tappet noise and all that sort of stuff, but my golly, it's...
What have you had to do in the last few months to get it to this stage?
We've had all the brakes off, all the bearings out, checked everything underneath, done all the tappets. Those one's a bit of a noisy one there. It's got a very complicated set of lash eliminators on the tablets. Set the timing and do the points. It's got 2 distributors and 4 sets of points.
Right. Okay.
So setting up the timing is highly complicated, especially if it's not running.
Yeah.
So, but it's it's only about 2 degrees out. So managed to get it fairly close first go. So yeah.
Good.
But I've probably been on it for a week non-stop. Because like just to pull the brakes apart is probably 2 days work.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow.
But just trying to get everything ready, make sure it's all good before you actually start it. So change the diff oil, gearbox oil, engine oil, greased everything, and So, but mostly the tablets and the timing is what takes the time. So,
You've still got a smile on your face though.
I love these things.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. Brilliant stuff.
Where the satisfaction is.
Oh yes.
You know, it's, you get a car that you don't know anything about.
That's right.
Get it all, check everything out, and then especially when it starts first go. So it's pretty rewarding.
Do you know when the last time it ran? We don't know any.
God, I don't know.
No. Yeah.
What sort of condition was the oil in that you drained this up?
It wasn't too bad. It's because it's got 24 spark plugs.
24?
Yeah. So I had a pile of plugs and 4 sets of points on the bench. Took a picture of it, sent it to a mechanic mate of mine and said, how many cars did I tune today? And he said 4.
Excellent.
So,
yeah.
But
And what sort of state were they in?
The plugs are a bit long. The gaps are way too wide. They're only supposed to be about 25 and they were about 40.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they got set at that or whether it's run a lot or I don't know. But it doesn't appear to have done much work.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful. Okay.
It sounds pretty quiet now.
It does, doesn't it? It certainly does sound different.
That was probably the lash adjusted.
Oh,
a bit of
yes.
muck in it or
Well, they were all hydraulically adjusted.
Yeah.
But the trouble was, they all had these little filters on the oil lines to the hydraulic adjusters. You didn't take the filters out and clean them regularly. They clog up. And then, of course,
temperature's up about 90. So I'm not...
yeah, you might turn it off. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not really got much air coming through.
Yeah, the warmth coming off there.
Yeah. No, well, look, you're giving it a good run. It's been running for about, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. I'm just going to shut it off. It's getting a bit warm.
Okay, yep.
Well, that was very successful first attempt. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
Yep.
Good.
Gaskets, did they have them?
Okay, Paul. What's this is the Alvis you've been working on for.
Yeah.
Tell me how long?
I've been on it for about 6 months.
6 months now, yeah. Okay, so it moved on quite considerably, and that it's got a seat. The heating that you were installing.
Waiting for the fuel to come through.
Now we're. So is this another first start?
Eh?
Have you had this running?
We've had it running once. So
Once,
this is the
right,
second
okay.
start.
Now,
Hopefully.
just tell me the history on this one again. What it's an Alvis.
An Alvis 1934, Alvis SB model speed 20.
Right. Okay.
Came in as a pile of bits from Holland.
Holland.
We don't have. That's going to.
What are you doing there? You're just.
Oh, it's just flooding the carburetors a bit.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a lot of mouths to feed there.
Yeah, well, the fuel pump's still going, so it should stop when they're full. No. Still going, still pumping.
No fuel.
Oh, there's plenty of fuel, I think.
Did the carbs come with it?
The carburetors,
Yeah.
They were
three separate different carburetors, and we had to make them so that they would line up like that. We had to put, you can see we've had to put packers in the back
Oh yeah.
of those to make them stand out. They're all attached. And this butterfly spindle here had to be moved back about 12 millimetres because it wasn't in line with the others. Yeah, the carburetors on this were a mountain of work. We've got flooded now. It should. Sounds like it's too far advanced.
Dripping a bit of fuel down there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's going to start.
Oh,
straight
it's going
away.
on to that exhaust there.
Yeah, yeah. The pumps are still going.
We don't want another Jay Leno situation going off here, do we?
No. No. Just want to see if I can retard it a bit. It's on full retard here at the moment. bit more. I think that battery's going to need some more charging.
Yeah.
All right.
The battery's cleaning out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We'll come back later when the battery's a bit happier.
yeah, fair enough. What's that you're up to? What's that process?
Put the jumper battery on and give it a start, you bastard.
That's the line.
Give it ticklers. You tried to...
Oh, that's not different. Oh, I've done that.
Is there fuel up in the bowl?
Yeah, tons. Leaking.
Started first go last time.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 cars in a day going like that, surely. That'd be asking too much.
We got spark. Just hang on to the lead.
yeah.
You got the rubber gloves on.
Sorry.
I'll crank it, you hang on for a while.
Okay, no worries. Watch my ears light up. Right. There's no spark.
That's right.
Oh, sorry.
We had something before.
Yeah.
What, we got no spark. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that ignition's on. That should be on.
Just give it another try. That should be this is our earth at last. No. It tried to fire before, but it's dead as a cracker at the moment.
Let's try it on magneto.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just leave it. Oh, leave it on.
Oh, sounds bloody lovely, doesn't it? Oh.
Time and a half, yeah. Yep, no worries.
Yours down as good as this.
Yeah,
Same exhaust mode.
about. I want it wider, but
So you've got one of these, Paul?
yeah.
Right. Same model and or engine?
The year after, but
Uh-huh.
it's to all intents and purposes the same.
Right. Wow.
But Paul's got a very rare one, a front wheel drive model as well.
A front wheel
Yeah.
drive.
A 1928 front wheel drive Elvis.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's the first production front wheel drive car in the world.
Something
supercharged.
that's widely misplaced.
Supercharged 1.5 litre overhead camshaft with full independent suspension front and rear in 1928.
Oh, so where were you all told it's Traction Avant did that, eh? Ah.
Actually, they had it in they did their first front wheel drive cars in 1926, but they were racing cars and they weren't
Wow.
available for the public.
Yeah.
Yep.
So How come we're just everybody's only ever quotes the traction Avant?
Well, there's only 150 of those ever made, and there's only 37 left in the world.
Crikey.
And there's one at his place.
Yeah.
It's one at my place, yeah.
Oh, wow. How often do you get out in that one? Does that see much action?
No. When we get this out of here, I'll probably bring it in here and finish it off. It
Right,
just needs a bit of
okay.
finishing off. Got to assemble the engine and
Ah.
I've just assembled the gearbox and differential are out there
Yeah.
in the engine room. I've just assembled all of that and got all of that together. So
Uh-huh.
now, just assemble the engine, put it together with the transmission, put it into the car, hook it all up, and a bit of wiring to finish off, and just little bits and pieces then.
I think I might.
This is ready for the road now with
Yes.
test seat in place.
Yeah.
That's how the Simon's vintage Bentley.
Oh, right, okay. Now, Greg, I remember then when these came out when I was a kid,
Yep.
and I blinking hated them. I hated the shape.
Yes.
And it's just, I think,
Pininfarina.
yeah,
It was Rolls-Royce that attempted at something faddish.
modernising.
But one of the interesting things is that they, like 70s houses, they've come back into fashion.
Exactly.
Now everybody wants one.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. Right, just tell us what it is.
Oh, it's a Rolls-Royce Camargue. That's spelled Camargue. It's a French region on the Riviera.
Yeah.
Hence the name. It was
Where the horses roam, isn't it? Camargue. The
Not
wild
sure.
horses, I believe.
but certainly, so it's got a completely different interior
Yeah.
and body to the standard Silver Shadow and Corniche.
This blew the prices out of the water,
Oh.
didn't it? Back in the day when it first came out.
It was a complete price level again.
Yeah. For Rolls-Royce.
Yes.
Yeah, took it on.
But the fact that they only made 470 something shows that it didn't really take with the public.
And that's over quite some time, wasn't it? Up into the mid-80s.
That's right, yes. The driving experience is just the same. Paid the premium for the 70s avant-garde style. You say you hated it, the public didn't buy it, that's why they didn't make many. Now they're back in fashion.
Yeah.
It's the only one that we're looking after. I know in Melbourne of one other only.
I saw two at just before the weeks before COVID started.
Yarra
Yeah,
Glen.
At the Yarra Glen.
Yes.
There was two there.
Yeah.
A mauvey one and a blue one.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, a light blue. Now, is this missing the wipers on the lens, or they've been,
I don't know. They're washers, not wipers.
Because all the ones I've seen,
Okay,
well, the
the-
two
the-
I saw then had the.
I must say I don't know.
Yeah, and they usually have like a little
the eyelash.
type. Yeah.
They go. Yeah. This is Simon.
But this isn't.
So yeah, they have a.
Yeah, well, this one,
It's got something going. Are they missing or
Now they're just your washers.
what's those protrusions? The metal
they should be
protrusions.
on those. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they should
Yeah.
have. They're almost like a little brush.
Yeah, they're literally thick old.
Yeah, yeah.
A thick old yard broom, wasn't it? But- Wow. Yeah, but this is the first one I've seen in this colour. It's weird actually why, when you look at the shape,
Yes.
why it wasn't. I didn't like it because it's more akin to Penelope's in the Thunderbirds.
Well, you've got it
Rolls-Royce.
in one. It was Pininfarina's take on their interpretation of a dashboard is different as well. It's not as visually attractive. I'm pretty sure this one's an import rather than an export model that was delivered here new to Australia.
Yeah.
But it's been here for a long time, clearly, because there's no rust.
Yeah. Well, and how many miles has that done?
I don't think it's done a lot. I'll just-
111,000. Yeah, 111,000.
Yeah.
Yes. Been used.
Yes.
And what was this in for?
Oh, just a regular service. The air conditioning system's also causing some issues, so we've got to put a new compressor into it. But then we won't hand it back straight away. What we want to do then is test the entire system with a new compressor. There's no point in shoving a new compressor in, giving it back, and then finding that there were other issues, in, leakage and what have you, with the rest of the system. So
Let me just,
install, test, and then if it's okay, we'll hand it back. It's a Rolls-Royce Silver Dawn. The paintwork's original, produced from the late 40s to the mid 50s in this shape, and once again it was principally for export only.
And that is original
But
paint.
it's an utterly original motor car. I don't think it's done 60,000 miles yet,
Right.
but we can have a look at the odometer in a second.
Yeah. Wow. That paint.
Quite extraordinary condition.
Yeah. Oh my God. What? Don't tell me that leather's original.
No, it's not. That's the only thing that's been replaced, and
Right.
there was nothing wrong with it. He just didn't like it.
Is this something
It's on 58,000 miles from new.
crazy? Oh, crikey. Well, it's been done. You've sent this off for the interior, the trimmer.
No, we sent it to the trimmer only because a previous owner didn't like some of the creases, and so he applied a leather paint to it, which of course doesn't allow the leather to breathe.
Yeah,
so
sure.
over time it's going to crack.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise it would still be bearing its original
Viewers could only
interior
have the,
trim.
Get smell-o-vision. That is
But
yeah.
it's in...
beautiful. Wood as well.
Yeah.
Sure, that wood's been
No.
seen too, no?
No, and look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. It's in quite extraordinary condition.
What's the engine spec on this?
Yes, it's a 4.5 litre, 6-cylinder engine. And everything that the car was delivered with is still here. So it's still got its inspection torch. For example, all the tools are here.
Yeah. It's another cracker.
Yeah, in fabulous condition. I think it's had 3, at most 4 owners from new.
Well, it's lucky to come across 4 owners that wanted to keep it in the same condition.
Well, you are, and that's the great challenge, is finding a car where people who've preceded you have always wanted to keep it in good condition.
Yeah.
So come and have a look in here.
Unfortunately, though, we're going to have to save that until next time. But thankfully, it won't be long, as it's the next video I'll be uploading. Do comment on anything you've seen here, maybe some childhood memories like mine, or just let me know which cars interest you and I'll make sure they're featured next time I visit. In the meantime, there's 2 earlier videos from a previous visit to the Derby Works, which you can watch by pressing the link right here. And please make sure you like, subscribe, share and press that notification bell for more workshop content to come.